Hello, VC. Hello, everyone. Hope everybody is well. I decided to do a video series about my record collection, about my records that I haven't listened to yet. You see the cupboard behind me. It's all of them are still records that I need to listen to. And every shelf's all here. About 150 records, and I'll do it by the ABC and shelf by shelf. So this is the first one. This is why it's empty, because all the records are right below me. And we start with the letter A. By the way, I'm not going to show every label, only special one, and not every gatefold. Again, what I think is of interest. So let's begin. We have a lot of work to do. And the first one is a football album for the great Dutch team, Ajax Amsterdam. This is from the early 70s album by them, with songs of the team. And it's very special for me, because this is a great team that won a European Championship. And this is Johan Cruyff, is now the stadium of Ajax Amsterdam in Amsterdam is called by his name. And this guy here is an Israeli player by the name of Ronnie Calderon, that played for my team, Hapoel Tel Aviv, back in the days. And he is in the team, but the strangest thing of it is that he never played one game. He returned to Israel after a few months without playing in the team, but still he has his picture here. He was a very good player, but all kind of stories about him I won't explain here, elaborate. We have the signature here, Johan Cruyff by the side of Ronnie Calderon. Okay, move on fast. And for Barry and Paul Ryan, you know that I love them. Alois was the hit song, but there's many great songs here. This one is a German press album for the brothers Barry and Paul Ryan. Another Barry Ryan, the best of Barry Ryan with Alois. Others great songs that he has here. Carousel, so it's another Deutsch, German. No, this one is Netherlands, so it's Dutch, not Dutch pressing for Barry Ryan. Bought it in Utrecht back in the day. The Beach Boys, original Beach Boys, American duophonic, in immaculate condition, as you can see. And if you want to see, it's an original. It has the inner sleeve, original one, and it's on Capitol, the Rainbow label, limited condition. Another great album, of course, the classic Pet Sounds, original stereophonic version for the Beach Boys, with this iconic cover, iconic album. Again, you can see the original Capitol label here for Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. The Bee Gees during the 60s and the early 70s, Sound of Love on Polydor. This one is a South African press. Great album. This one came after the previous one, Trafalgar. And this one is very special because it's an Israeli-made album. Fully laminated and on an Israeli Polydor. Another Bee Gees, this time it's To Whom It May Concern. This is American press. And the next one is a very nice cover. The Bee Gees, Life in a Tin Can, and you can see a can, and this is the Bee Gees inside. It's, you know, here you can put it inside. It's of course a gatefold one. Very nice album made in New York. The Bee Gees 12-inch single, You and Again. Of course, it's a later offering from them from 1987. Another 12-inch, How Deep Is Your Love. This is a remix version from later years. The original was in the 70s. And the last Bee Gees record here, For Whom the Bell Tolls. The Bell Tolls. Now, what I have here is a very unique and rare records, 3 of them, by the originator of the rock and roll from the 50s, Bill Haley. Bill Haley and the Comets. Now, you can say it's not so rare. It's on Decca. This is a UK cover, which is not you can't see it very often. But this one is an Israeli record. The Israelis put a sticker here that it's torn a bit, but you can't see it again in Israel. I think it's the only copy I've seen ever. And you can see here this heavy Brunswick label, that it has small lettering here, made in Israel. So you can't find another copy. I'll give you a salute if you do. Another one. Another British UK cover. It's this one. Maybe it's an American, the previous one, American cover, I don't remember. But it's again on Brunswick, so should be British, I think. Rockin' the Joint. This is a totally British cover with no stickers whatsoever. But again, this one is Israeli made label and record on Brunswick. And my last one is on Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, this is an American cover, definitely. Bill Haley and the Comets. And this is an Israeli Warner Brothers. It says here, manufactured in Israel. Manufactured in Israel, if you can see it. Next one, different type of genre. Originators of the hard rock heavy metal, the Black Sabbath, with their Paranoid. And this is, on Vertigo, it's not a first pressing, but it's quite early pressing on the Flying Saucer Vertigo. UK made, of course. Very sought after. Great sound. Black Widow. This is probably rock from the early 70s. American pressing. And others originators of the heavy metal hard rock were Blue Cheer. This one is a Vinegar Bass Eruption, I think. Great condition, American pressing. Another one for Blue Cheer. It's a gatefold. It's a very nice gatefold here, and you can see it's very, very unique. It's open like this. Blue Cheer. The third Blue Cheer that I have here is a new, improved Blue Cheer. Pop psych band from the 60s, American one. Blues Magoo's Psychedelic Lollipop in brilliant condition. Another one for them, 3 here. Electric Comic Book, lesser condition but still on mercury. And the third one is Basic Blues Magoo's Nice. We come to the Bobby's time here in this video. The first one is Bobby Darin. This one is 18 Yellow Roses, a UK. No, it's not the UK. It's an American pressing. Another one is If I Were a Carpenter. So there's a cover version here. Red Balloon and others. On Atlantic. From Bobby Darin to Bobby Goldsboro, It's Too Late. It's Too Late. Another original for Bobby Goldsboro on United Artists. Later offering for him, from him today, United Artists. Now, here is a sought after artist for the Bobbies, Bobby Ray Dell. And this one is a French pressing, a rare French pressing on the Bel Air label. Bobby V. Golden Greats. Bobby V's Golden Greats on Liberty. Bobby V live on tour. Now the price is not the price I paid for. I paid much less. This is a UK pressing for Bobby V. Now Bobby V Gates, Grills and Railings. American one. Another British pressing. And another quite expensive price tag, which I haven't paid for, not as much. Laughing on the outside, crying on the inside. Nice. And the last Bobby, at least Bobby Vinton, With Love. Another Bobby, but this is a different kind of genre. It's of course Bob Dylan. This album I missed during the day. Dylan. This one is Canadian pressing. Nice. Bonzo Dog Band. The strange, weird band from the 60s. Played in Magical Mystery Tour, the movie of the Beatles. I'm an urban spaceman, known from this UK record, and this is the label for Liberty from the UK. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with this cover. Of course, the Boston Tea Party. Pop Psych. Great. Now I have a somewhat iconic band from the 60s, the Box Tops, with the Cry Like a Baby, because I think Alex Chilton was the leader of this band. This is made in Germany. And this is another one for them, Dimensions, with an app sticker printed in the USA. Now, do you remember the TV series Brady Bunch? Meet the Brady Bunch. Yeah. Kids series from the American TV. We've seen them. I've seen it in the 70s in the Israeli TV. Broadcasted it. Yes. Sari Brenda Lee, Coming on Strong. Coming on Strong Brunswick, so it's a UK edition, UK pressing. Much more bluesy. Brian Uger and the Trinity, Before. Brian Fay from Roxy Music made a cover album. I think it's his debut as a solo artist. He covers here Hard Rain's Gonna Fall by Dylan, Piece of My Heart by Janet Joplin, It's My Party by Leslie Gore, Don't Worry Baby by the Beach Boys, Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones, You Won't See Me by the Beatles, and much more. A 60s beat singer, UK, Bruce Chanel, Keep On, original, UK pressing. Great. The Buckinghams, another pop 60s band, Time and Charges from the US. And now this one is by Buffalo Springfield. You all know that Neil Young was one of its members, and Stephen Stills. And this one is the gatefold. It's a very nice one. So I'm showing it to you. Buffalo Springfield, Last Time Around. Original one. Bugsy, I think it's only album, debut and only album they made during the 60s on Dot. And if I spoke about Young and Stills, this is The Birds with David Crosby. This is an original US CBS album. I think maybe it's the UK. It's a UK album. Yeah. Birds Younger Than Yesterday. Original UK. Another Birds, but not in its name. The name is Freelite. It's gatefold, but they're all here. David Crosby, Jim McGinn, Gene Clark, Michael Clark, Chris Illman. Pseudonym for the Birds. We come to the strange genre. Late 60s, early 70s, Captain Beefheart and his magic band, Mirror Man. And see the cover. This one is an original one. To destroy the cover. Okay. That's it. Now, from the early 70s, I think. It's a nice, colorful cover for Captain Beyond, with ad sticker that says promotional copy not for sale. A gatefold, very beautiful gatefold, it's probably psych, and a white label promo. Next is a cover band. I think a session group by the name of Carnaby Group that is doing Beatles songs, and this one is from 69 to 74, so it has many solo covers like Band on the Run, Give Me Love, Bangladesh, Back of Boogaloo, and many others. And you can see here Piccadilly Circus in the mid-70s. Or the 60s. Let me take all the records. Yeah. Now, this one is a classic album by Carole King, Tapestry. But this is an Israeli-made album, so it's Israeli pressing. And this is the A&M label, Israeli-made. Calliope, I think. Steamed, American band on Buddha Records. So Buddha can be bubblegum, but it does not look like a bubblegum album. Semi-bubblegum, pop psych band, the Candyman. You can't go wrong with this original mid-60s cover. Candyman equals Candy Power. That's the name of the album. Another Candyman, again very beautiful. Candyman, bring you candy power. Name and condition. Cartoon, another band from the 60s, probably their only album. Now, this is Cat Stevens, Today Use of Islam. And this comp is a double album on Durham, so it's a UK album. And this is early stuff. You can find here the first cut is the deepest. First cut is the deepest. I'm gonna get me a gun. and many others. Many others. Great comp. Classic album from him. Cat Stevens, Teaser and the Fire Cat. And you have here Peace Train and Moon Shadow. Moon Shadow, Moon Shadow. Israeli pressing for CCS. Very strange rock from early 70s, I think. Yeah, 73. The distributor was CBS Israel, but the label is Rock. What happens here? Very strange. Rock label for this outfit. CCS. A very strange album, psych cover, Central Nervous System, beautiful one. Don't know if the music is in the same vein. I hope so. I haven't listened to it. I Could Have Danced All Night. Another one that was one off, I think, for this band. It says here, this album proudly dedicated to charity. Now, the band is Charity, I think, and it's, as you can see, the gatefold, very nice one. Now, I started this video with the Ajax Amsterdam football album, and I have another one. You know that, if you don't know, I support Tottenham Hotspur from London, and one of the rivals are Chelsea FC, and this one is the album from the early 70s when they won the league, the English British League. Blue is the Color is their theme song. Blue is the color, football is the game, we're all together and winning is our aim. Sun and rain, so Chelsea is our name. This one, Chicago Transit Authority, probably their debut, and I think this is a gatefold. Now, what I think about this record, it's as a French cover, if you can see here, but it has a England UK label, you can see here, but what it looks like, it seems like an Israeli-made album, and it is. I'm sure of it. They pictured the French cover. They put Israeli lamination on the front of the back, and they made records. Put the English labels. They have on the matrix symbol of CBS that is unique to Israel. So I'm pretty sure it's an Israeli-made album. Another Israeli, this is definitely Israeli, it's the same lamination, Chicago. I don't know the number of this, Chicago 3. Yeah, Chicago 3, and you can see here, made in Israel. This is a true CBS Israeli labels. Chicago 3. Do you know the Chipmunks? And this is the Chipmunks a go-go. Chipmunks with the squeaky voices. They are covering The Race Is On, This Diamond Ring, I'm Henry VIII, I'm Henry VIII, Mrs. Brown Got the Lovely Daughter, Herman's Hermits, Sunshine Lollipop and Rainbows, Let's Go California Girls by the Beach Boys, Downtown by Peter Clark, and other stuff here for the beautiful cover by the Chipmunks. They made, of course, Beatles covers, many Beatles covers. Chris Montez, Time After Time, Chris Montez, and I like this guy, this singer. This is a German pressing. And another one for him, the more I see you, the more I see you. This one is A&M, and it's Fona, so it should be a UK. Yeah, it's a UK pressing. A band by the name of Charles with you. Send Me No Flowers. American on AM. Probably the only record ever. You know the Classic Five. The Classic Five are a vocal pop band from the 60s with their lead singer Dennis Yost. This is Dennis Yost and the Classic Five on the MGM South label. Cliff Richard. Cliff Richard is a very known singer, known mainly in the UK, also in Israel, other places, less in the States. This album, you don't often see it. It's a Sincerely Cliff Richard, original UK from 1969, just one year after he lost the Eurovision contest. Came to second place for the UK. And it's a very nice album. This time was very, he was in his prime, a bit after his prime. The Click, this band is some kind of garagey band from the 60s, The Click. There's an Israeli band by the name of The Click from the 80s, but it's not, they're not the same. Sugar and Sunday and other stuff. The Collectors. Are we all collectors? Yes, we are. And Grass and Wild Strawberries. This is the album. Now, I'll stop now here. I haven't finished the shelf but it's take me too long. I'm now on the 26 or 27 minutes. And I'll do another one in the near future, I hope. Continue this shelf. And I do in between videos about the Beatles. Maybe I'll do a room tour. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll decide later. Until then, I will say to you, take care and goodbye from Ali.